everybody, it's Melanie Anderson here with Anderson Education. We had one of our fans send in an image. They wanted to know, how do we take a catch light out of a newborn baby's eyes? So I had her go ahead and send us this image, and we're going to go ahead and process this for you. And we thought we'd go ahead and video it so that you guys also have an idea. Notice it's not even around her pupils. So this is going to be a challenging processing, not challenging for us, but we want you to be able to see how we would take this out and add in a natural catch light. So here's Carissa.
Okay, so first off, I'm just gonna duplicate the image layer over here just as a backup in case I do something that I decide later I don't want. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my clone stamp, and I'm gonna make sure the edge is kind of hard, and about 80. I'm gonna go ahead and do 100%, and then we can adjust from there. So what I'm essentially doing is kind of, painting the texture of his eyes onto where the ring light is so that we can get that removed. So I'm just going to select right next to his iris here and just kind of go over the ring light. And now you see I caught some of where that ring light was. So a lot of it is just, a little bit of patience, selecting, painting, and we're just going to get the catch light out from the ring light as naturally as possible. Now at this point I may be able to just take my patch tool here and patch tool that and some of these little other errors. So patch tool, I'm just selecting and dragging it to what I want it to clone. Okay, so that looks pretty good, and I know once we add in the more natural catch light, it'll look pretty good. So I'm just going to go to this other eye, and again, the patch tool, and selecting and painting. Okay. And I'm just going to take a patch tool, and looks pretty good. Okay. Now when you zoom out, you can kind of see there where we took that out. Easy. Now I'm gonna go to my highlights layer piece I have here from John's highlights, and I'm gonna select the spot. That's typically the one I use the most for that. And bring that over. And I'm just kind of rotating here and making it line up to his eyes. Alright, now the spot isn't exactly where I want it, so I'm just going to take that spot layer and play with that. Now the refraction's a little bright, so I'm going to tone that down along with the intensity. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. And lower the opacity of the spot as well. So that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to duplicate that folder and bring it over to my other eye. And just be careful that you're not rotating or changing the angles at all, because we want to be consistent so that it makes sense. Now we already do have some, I guess it's like a window light over here. So I'm actually going to take out that refraction part, or I'll take out the intensity part, and we'll just lower the opacity of the refraction so that it's not as that looks pretty good and natural there. So that looks pretty good, and you can see how we added in, removed the ring lights, and replaced them with more natural looking catch lights. Now, I'm going to go ahead and flatten this and take our action that we use, the Naomi Angel Eye Enhance. It's not from Kubota. Kubota has their own dashboard here and then just collects, I have all my favorite actions here. But so I'm just going to go ahead and take my eye sharpening, and that's going to just pull it together. So I do that at 80% and just brush over the eyes. And that looks pretty good. So you can see the before and the after. Flatten that, and that's how we remove ring lights and replace them with a natural looking catch light. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to email us or message us on the Anderson Education page, and we'll speak to you next time. Thanks, guys.